To those that may think, well, what is the value of affordable housing? Well, I can tell you during the boom, there was nowhere in some of our major cities to accommodate people that would be working in a dietary function or perhaps in housekeeping, whether it be in our hospitals or community care centers, because they couldn't afford to live close to the place they work. And the farther they lived away, they couldn't afford to get to their job place. So keep that in mind as we develop further, because this is something that we missed in the planning during a number of years ago. We've made great gains, but we have a lot of work to do. And the other is, of course, our approach to working to end homelessness, and it's a housing first approach. Housing first means that people get a place to live, not just a mattress in a shelter. And they can work on their other challenges, such as an addiction or mental health issues, because we're not putting them through this revolving door, picking them off the street, putting them in an ambulance, sending them to hospital, patching them up, and they either go to the justice system, spend some time, and back out in the street. Every person, the cost was about $100,000, year in and year out. Affordable housing and homelessness brings that cost down to $35,000. And the big benefit of it is that you actually have, about 4,000 people now that are now contributing to society positively. And that is going to be one of the largest accomplishments of Albertans over the last number of years, because there is nobody in Canada that has developed a policy like that. And it has only come together because of your involvement and people realizing this is an issue, a growing issue, and we had to do something about it. So to all of those in the room that have contributed, not only in the policy formulation, I just want to thank you for your involvement and your support, because this is all how society is going to be measured. And not all of those that live out in the street are there because of their own doing. There are other factors that entered into it. So shelter use in our cities has decreased 6%, and that's in the major cities. And the way I look at it, things are on the right track. In Calgary, for example, the Salvation Army recently closed its emergency spaces at the Booth Centre. And it's not because of lack of funding, but because of declining occupancy. And it was important to recognize the opening of additional shelter spaces when we had a pressing need in our communities. But now, as I look forward to continuing to mark milestones like the Salvation Armies, the trend of less demand for shelter spaces is expected to continue.